That's dangerously delicious. Wow. I can't believe that's keto. That's nuts. All right, guys, today we're making cottage cheese keto Irish soda bread. I have been just on a total Irish food kick lately. And so I want to do a few videos, trying to convert some of our Irish favorites, Irish Cuban heritage, of course, into keto delights. And so cottage cheese keto soda bread's a really easy way to start. I'm thinking shepherd's pie, Irish stew. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Irish dishes are, and we can try to do those as well. We'll try to start with something simple like soda bread, and we're gonna make a couple different versions of it. It should be really good. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna start off by mixing all my dry ingredients in a bowl, nice and simple. In our first bowl, we're gonna take 2 cups of almond flour. You won't. It's not quite a big enough opening here. Anyways, fine ground almond flour, 2 cups. I got it working. We're good. You can get them both in there. It'll be a miracle. There you go, 2 cups. I went to this concert in Boston in March. I mean, all 3 of those things are just scream Irish to me, right? Boston, March, concert. Maybe not concert. Well, it was an Irish guy singing, so that's why it's Irish. And then into the dry mix, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Also a keto treat, 1 and 2. But yeah, I went and saw Dermot Kennedy. He's an Irish singer I like a lot. But it was like the best Irish food I've ever had. And ever since, I've been kind of chasing that. And I feel like we just got to make it at home. Because weirdly enough, it seems like, Daytona Beach, Florida is not the hot spot for Irish food, especially when compared to Boston. So we're adding 2 teaspoons of baking soda into our dry ingredients. 1 teaspoon of salt. Now this is supposed to make 12 muffins. Soda bread, oh, did I tell you that part? Spoiler alert, we're making soda bread muffins. Now you can make normal soda bread, but I thought muffins would be fun because we could do different things with a few different muffins. 2 teaspoons of allulose sweetener. So yeah, we're gonna do the muffin version of soda bread. 1 and 2. And I also like the fact that it's like so easily quantifiable that 1 is X carbs, things like that. And then it says optional 2 teaspoons of caraway seeds. I did not see those at my store. Apparently that's something you can put in soda bread. I don't have them, so we're gonna skip that. And we're just gonna mix this up, try to make it so there's no big chunks of flour or anything like that. And then we're gonna do our wet ingredients in a second bowl. So for our wet bowl, we're gonna do 2 eggs out of the shell, as always, 1 and 2. Yeah, no shell, we did good. All right, so into our wet ingredients, we want to add 2/3 cups of sour cream. So I'm just gonna measure that out here into my I actually found the 2/3 measuring cup, which I was pretty proud of, because you know me, I can hardly ever find anything. That's a little too much. That's a little over the top, Dave. All right, pop that in there too. In with our eggs. I'm gonna set that aside for a minute because we need to blend up some cottage cheese with our little ninja chopper thingy. And we need a 1/2 cup of it. Cottage cheese has been kind of hard to get lately. But I actually did find the Fancy Daisy stuff, which I was pretty excited about because I've been using the knockoff stuff. Let's just measure out a 1/2 cup of that. Our old friend, cottage cheese. Welcome to the cottage of cheeses. And we just want to blend it up if you have a blender or food process it, whatever you want to do. Just you want to make it not so chunky. You don't want chunks of cottage cheese in your soda bread if it can be helped. And it probably can. Oh, I forgot to mention an important thing. You want to take your muffin tin, put it in the oven, and preheat the oven to 375 with the muffin tin in it. I haven't done it yet either, so we're in the same spot. So it seems like my cottage cheese didn't blend very well. Yeah, it's all still sitting on the sides. I don't know why that didn't work. It's probably not enough cottage cheese for this size mixer. Let's try that again. All right, it's definitely a lot better. I need to get a spatula to get it off the sides because it's kind of sticking to the sides here. Go ahead and pour that in with our sour cream. That's not gonna work. Let me get a spatula. All right, so we'll just take our spatula and put in the cottage cheese. A lot of creaminess. Now, I will say, confession, which is like the confession you'd expect from me here. I've never made soda bread in any form. Apple cider vinegar. I think it's better that way, It's a more impressive feat if you just try it on the first try and nail it. I want 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. I'm using a 1/2 teaspoon 4 times because my teaspoon's, probably close enough. My teaspoon's sitting over there with, I don't know, something all over it, whatever we used earlier. No, I'm wrong. My teaspoon's right here. I literally was sitting next to me and I didn't see it. Just ignore me, guys. Don't really ignore me, actually. Check all the videos out. Make sure you subscribe too, because like 70% of you are not subscribed who watch this channel. It'd be awesome if you'd subscribe. Continuing on with our wet ingredients, we want 4 tablespoons of melted butter. So that's literally like half a stick here in America. It's probably different somewhere else. But if you're watching from Ireland, you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like how I'm butchering this dish. Although I heard it wasn't actually from Ireland. Like they cook it a lot in Ireland, but might not be from there. But what do I know? I'm not educational. We're then also, while that microwaves up, I'm gonna get a 1/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk and pour it into our wet ingredients. All right, that looks pretty melted, but not like fully melted. I think if I just mix it though, it'll kind of go the rest of the way. Let it sit there for a minute. Let's do the 1/4 cup of almond milk, unsweetened, into the wet. And we're gonna stir this all up. I guess I could use a mixer. I don't know if I'm supposed to. All right, let's add our butter. There you go. And we're just gonna mix it up by hand because I did ask ChatGPT and it gave me a strict finger point. No, David, do not use a mixer. Because if you didn't know this, guys, we get our recipes from ChatGPT. That's been the shtick for like 3 years now. We try to see if AI can come up with amazing recipes. Then we try to massage them and make them actually good with the human hand. Because, you know, AI is not exactly perfect. Nor are humans, but, you know, we're imperfect in a good way. Okay, so that's pretty good. We're now gonna add our dry into there and mix it up. I'm gonna add a little bit, mix it, and then add a little more. But like I said, it said no power mixer, so we're not using a power mixer. Hopefully this works great. We have like, what would you say we have, guys? 50% success rate on our recipes here? Half the fun is messing them up though. But when we come out with something good, man, is it good. I was thinking about chorizo the other day. Big chorizo fan, not related to anything we're talking about now. But I thought a chorizo chili would be kind of a good idea. That probably already exists, but we could put a spin on it and make it our own. All right, this looks pretty mixed. Pretty happy with that. Nice and nicely well combined. Is that how you say that? Now you'll notice this is bread, but there's no yeast or no rising, like no way to rise it. That's kind of the whole idea of it, is it doesn't have like a rising agent other than the baking powder. It doesn't come with yeast or anything. I think that's a big part of soda bread. How are we gonna do this? All right, so I had some ideas for like mix-ins basically, but I don't wanna mix it into the whole recipe. I was thinking craisins, although you can't have many because they are pretty sugary. Really sugary. Maybe too sugary. Maybe we shouldn't do craisins. So I was supposed to get the dried cranberries that are sugar-free, which they are. They do exist, sugar-free dried cranberries, but I didn't get sent that. So instead, we can make some that are savory with real bacon bits, like pieces of bacon. That's an option. People say it's good. And since we can't do the craisins, we'll do some Lily's dark chocolate chips. That'll work too. That's another option. Let's set that over here. I'm just gonna take 2 small bowls and add a little bit of the mix in to those. Hopefully enough, I don't know. And we'll add a little bacon to one and a little bit of the chocolate chips to another. Let's do it by eye, I guess. It might be too many. Mix up these. Kind of looks like a cookie dough. I hope this works. All right, so my oven is preheated. I've got a little mitt I'm gonna set down so I don't burn my counter. I've got some grease, which I probably should have done ahead of time, but whatever. Pull out the hot muffin tin. Scorching, don't burn yourself. Grease it up. Is there carbs in this? Look at the smoke. I don't know if I'm doing that right. And then we're going to just, you know, put it in there. It wants us to put it in there while it's scorching hot, so that's what we're doing. Let me know if you've ever done this at home, guys. Let me know how it went if you did. Hopefully it comes out amazing. It's got a smell to it, a weird smell. All right, it's supposed to make 12. I don't think it's going to. Maybe I'm making them too big, or maybe it thought I was gonna use a smaller muffin pan. Either way, we're just gonna keep going. As many as we can make. Yeah, I'll just add a little more. These will be like those. Now let's do the bacon ones. Hot. We'll do 2 bacon ones. They'll be a little smaller. Like that and like that. There we go. And then we'll do the chocolate chip ones. Probably get 2 of those as well. So we got 11. We're not that far off. Now you're supposed to make an X on top of your soda bread muffins. I guess like the, you know, the key to, not the key, but like one of the trademarks of a soda bread is like an X on the top. We're making muffins, not a bread, so we probably don't need it. And I'm not even convinced it would work if we try. We can try it on one. Yeah, it's not really working. They're supposed to let the fairies out. That's like the line. Let's let the fairies out with the X on the top. That was my accent, my Irish accent. All right, let's put it in the oven, 375. We're gonna bake that for 20 minutes. Now, I think if you wanted the X really bad to get that Irish soda bread look, after like 10 minutes, you probably go in there and draw some X's with a knife or something. But we'll be back to try it and see how it came out, see if we've unlocked the world's best cottage cheese keto Irish soda bread. That's a mouthful. All right, guys, so this should be ready. We're gonna pull it out. I haven't even looked at it because I've been distracted. Hopefully that doesn't mean they're burnt. I don't think they're burnt. They're maybe a little crispy. I didn't make the X's either in the soda bread, but you could have. Which ones? Oh, these are the chocolate chips. These were the bacon ones. Let's see if they come out okay. Now it says you can put some butter over the top. Let's try to get like one of the regulars out. This isn't looking good so far. It doesn't look like it wants to come out. Oh, here we go, here we go. Got it. I should probably let it cool, but I'm not that kind of person. But I've got some softened butter as it calls for, and I'm gonna put that on top of my muffin here. Set this aside. We've seen it, it looks good. It looks like it worked. They look like muffins. Do they taste good? That's the real question. These are cottage cheese soda bread muffins. Let's crack one open and take a look inside. Oh, great texture. Look at that. Looks like great texture. It's steaming hot. Smoking hot or steaming hot? What do you like to say? I'm a butter guy, you know. Never can have too much. Let's try it. Ooh. Mmm. No, that's a treat. Okay. I scorched the inside of the whole thing, the esophagus, all that. Whew, that was hot. All right, I got one of the chocolate chip ones with the lilies, so we're gonna try that and see how we like that. I mean, the base ones are perfect. They're absolutely delicious. They taste like soda bread. We made them with cottage cheese. They're keto. I'll give you the macros on them in just a second. Let's try one of these lilies ones. Kind of a weird one. I don't think many people make chocolate chip soda bread, but I was feeling crazy. Oh, wow. Mmm. That's dangerously delicious. Wow. I can't believe that's keto. That's nuts. All right, so macros, 4 macros on these muffins, the plain ones, 150 calories for each one, 12 grams of fat, 2 grams of net carbs, and 6 grams of protein. They're delicious. The chocolate chip one blew me away. I should try the bacon one, right? Just to kind of give the savory a shot. I don't know if this one needs butter or not. Let's see the bacon in there. There you go, you can see the bacon. That one's very nice too, actually. That one reminds me of a breakfast muffin. Delicious. They're all fantastic, guys. I recommend you try these Irish soda bread muffins. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.